Welcome back. We're here with Steve Bannerman from Assimilate, and they've got some big news this show. They've got a new version of Scratch. They've got a new product. A lot of cool stuff. Can you fill us in?
Sure. Hi, it's nice to see you guys again. So there are really three major things that we're announcing at the show. First and foremost, we have a brand new version of Scratch. It's Scratch 6. It's a product that we've been working on for about a year now. We also have a brand new product for the first time called Scratch Lab. I'll talk about that in just a second. And probably one of the most exciting things about this is that both Scratch 6 and Scratch Lab have now come to the Mac as well as the PC. So the first product, Scratch 6, is just the next generation of the Scratch product that we've all known and loved. When you think about some of the things that have been driving our development efforts over the last year, one of those goals has really been for us to expand our footprint. We've traditionally had a great amount of success in independent film, documentary making, and boutique post-production for those customers. But we've realized that without really trying very hard, a lot of folks in episodic and spot broadcast have been using our products, as well as folks in visual effects and on-set dailies pipelines. And so what we've done is we've really started to target our products, our features, as well as our packaging and delivery for those markets as well. So when you look at, for instance, some of the things that are new in Scratch 6, a lot of them are targeted toward the broadcast market. So for instance, we support probably the most comprehensive number of native camera formats around. We also have very tight integration with editorial systems, like we support AAF import from Avid, Final Cut Pro XML now. We have a multi-layer timeline so that we can deal with EDLs that come with a lot of complex transitions and visual effects and things like that that require multiple layers. And we have really great audio sync now, so our audios can sync to either time code or to the clap, and you get the waveform and that kind of stuff. For colorists and visual effects artists, we have brand new keyers. We can key now on vectors, chroma, and luminance. We've enhanced our point tracker, but we've also delivered a brand new shape tracker or planar tracker. So our keying and tracking is dramatically improved in Scratch 6. And for those VFX guys that like to do paint, we have a new vector paint tool. And we have bicubics warping, so that you can do things like fix images in stereo, or a lot of visual effects artists like to be able to warp images, change perspective, and that kind of stuff. And we can do this via full bicubics.
So you're actually giving the colorist even more creativity.
Exactly. I mean, one of the things that we're starting to recognize is the line between being a colorist and being a VFX artist is really starting to blur. And one of the strengths of Scratch is that it's got this really powerful data management pipeline underneath. It's got really high performance graphics based on NVIDIA GPU, and we can do some things without having to jump out in and out of Scratch, moving to different VFX systems and back into the color systems. The colorist can do this stuff in client sessions in real time, working in 4K or even 5K now that we support Epic. Right from scratch.
So what about the new lab product? I mean, I know that some people were using your tools in that way to begin with, but it was sort of a byproduct of Scratch. Now you guys have a targeted product for the dailies guys.
Exactly. One of the great features of Scratch is that it supports, sort of any format, any resolution, any color space, side by side in the same timeline, and you can play it back in full res in real time. And so it's perfect for dailies theaters. So Scratch Lab is designed to be able to ingest all those formats. It supports the really high performance playback. It's got a very flexible, high-speed, accurate conform. Of course, unlimited versioning, primary color grading, including curves, and then the ability to output to any of the popular dailies formats, anything from an iPad all the way up to Blu-ray or whatever. And so it's a great product. One of the things that we're the most excited about is the aggressive positioning and pricing for these products. So Scratch Lab is a $4,995 product, same price on Mac and Windows. Scratch 6 is now $17,995, again, same price on Mac and Windows.
Where can we see Scratch here in Las Vegas? Or you guys have partner?
Yeah, we're in about 12 booths on the floor. So we made a great announcement with Avid, for instance. We support the new Avid Artist Color panels with Scratch. So you have a great array of panel choices from Tangent Wave, CP200, all the way up to the new Artist Color, which used to be called Euphonics. So we're in the Avid booth. We made a great partner announcement with Panasonic yesterday, where we are the first DI vendor in the industry to fully support the P2 MFX and MXF and AVC HD formats. So we are the DI workflow solution for their full range of 3D cameras. So we're in their booth. We're at the studio, the B&H Studio booth. We're in Bluefish. We're at Codex. On and on. But
you guys have had a long relationship with Red from the get-go.
We have indeed, and so we were the first vendor out there to support native R3D files. We've been with them lockstep every step along the way, and we were the first ones to announce support for Epic last Friday. So Epic and HDRX is now working in Scratch. We demoed it at our artist event on Sunday.
Yeah, we were at the user event, and it was fun to see them applaud every time you introduced and showed them a new tool. It's great to get that kind of feedback. How strongly do you rely on that for new products?
Well, we have the tremendous luxury, like Red, of having a really active group of users in our forums. And so our users are very vocal. They love us, which is great for us, right? And so feedback comes to us from all different directions, good and bad. It's a beautiful thing to have. And so we really have a great reputation for listening to our customers and delivering our products the way they like to get it. We don't do one big monolithic release at the end of every year like some folks do. We do incremental releases throughout the year and deliver new features and new functionality to our customers all the time, and we're really, really happy about that.
Well, we have a question. Hold on.
What's
bear
the
with
deal
it.
with your new T-shirts?
They want to know about your shirt.
Well, obviously being in this business, probably one of the things that's the most fun is the kind of artists that we work with. And so one of the things that we've done this year is we've made up a series of 3 different T-shirts featuring 3 different films. So the one that I'm wearing right now is a Banksy film, Exit Through the Gift Shop, which the folks at Deluxe 142 in London did the dailies using Scratch Lab for that product. The other T-shirts, we have a film called Che from Steven Soderbergh, and then The Girlfriend Experience from Steven Soderbergh as well. And we have a nice little sort of thing on the back of the shirt that said, all the best stories in the world rely on Scratch, of course.
Clever.
It is.
Clever marketing.
Well, Steve, thank you very much. Great having you here, and we'll talk again soon.
Always a pleasure. Thanks very much for having me.
Thank you. We'll be right back.